So we're finna be checking out Michael Jackson's insane work ethic in today's video, bro. Not gonna lie to y'all, bro. I love Michael Jackson. Big fan of Michael Jackson. I know a lot of y'all probably was a big fan of Michael Jackson. However, do not hate me for what I'm about to say. He's not my GOAT, but he's a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He's not my GOAT. Don't get me wrong now. He's potentially and arguably the greatest of all time. But my personal, you know what I'm saying, my personal GOAT is Chris Brown. Maybe because of my age, that's what I grew up on, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I was, first born and stuff like that, Chris Brown's career was first popping out, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I pretty much grew up on. Nothing to take away from Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson is by far the pioneer. He pretty much started everything as far as, like, music and dance. I ain't gonna say he started it, but he made it very popular, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really made his mark, you know what I'm saying? He really made his mark. But I don't think a lot of people be tapped into Michael Jackson. And I haven't seen Michael Jackson in a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? I remember vividly when he died, bro. I was with my grandma, RP to my grandma, you know what I'm saying? I was with her. I was at her house, bro. And I had to watch her, literally. She was sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? She was sad, bro. I can't even care. But it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? We all got to leave her one day, man. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Michael Jackson. We finna check out his work ethic, because the nigga had an insane work ethic. Like, Michael Jackson was one of those people that was famous from literally 4 or 5 years old. And I know a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying, nowadays probably do not know who he is. Some of y'all might be watching me right now and y'all probably don't know who Michael Jackson. You gotta know who Michael Jackson is, bro. You know, you gotta know. If you don't know, bro, you finna know today, bro. But we finna check it out. We finna see what their work ethic is talking about. Because literally, from the time he started his career, he had no breaks. Like, that nigga had no breaks. Like, imagine that. You feel me? Like, he had a crazy life, bro. Like, but he the king of pop. You know what I mean?
Michael Jackson was a once-in-a-generation genius. But his work ethic, creative process, and advice is timeless.
I don't care if the whole world is against you or tease you or say you're not going to make it. Believe in yourself.
So here are a few simple ideas that we can all take away from his creative process.
Study the greats and become greater.
We all know Michael...
That is literally, by far, one of my favorite quotes. Now, it's not along the lines of that, saying it just like that, but I literally believe in that wholeheartedly, bro. If you study the greats, you become great. So, like, bro, I'm gonna make a video on that, bro. If you ain't tapped into my main channel, bro, my Keyshawn channel, bro, go subscribe to my Keyshawn channel. I'm literally gonna make a video on that particular topic. Cause, bro, I truly believe in that, bro. You study somebody that's doing what you trying to do, you study them to everything. Like, from every aspect of whatever they doing that you're trying to do. I'm telling you, there's no way you don't succeed, bro.
Jackson had a difficult upbringing. But like the rest of us, Michael loved the music of his childhood, and he was continuously inspired by these artists.
James Brown, Jackie Wilson, there's so many great singers.
Not only did he allow this inspiration into his work, but he worked with them whenever he got the chance. Whether this was Diana Ross, Quincy Jones, or even Paul McCartney.
I love Beatles music. I just love great music.
But Michael Jackson didn't just love music. He loved all forms of art. And he studied the greats from any art form and from any era.
I'm a great fan of art. I love Michelangelo. If I had a chance to talk to him or read about him, I would want to know about what inspired him to become who he is, the anatomy of his craftsmanship.
And he wasn't afraid to take what these great artists did and then interpret it into his own work. Take, for example, his moonwalk. As genius as it is, the idea for it didn't just fall out of the sky. It was likely inspired by Charlie Chaplin.
I don't believe that, bro. I seen that before, bro. I seen that before. I can't even lie. I literally have seen this comparison. And don't get me wrong, Michael Jackson was literally tapped into, dude's catalog. Now, I'm not too familiar with him because that's way before my time. Like, that's over 100, almost 100 years ago. 90-some years ago. 80 at the least. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe that. I think to a certain degree, it probably could be possibly inspired to a certain degree. But the moonwalk in itself, bro, I feel like he could, I don't know, it's like the moonwalk is different. Like, the nigga be, niggas wasn't doing that. They wasn't doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't doing that. You feel me? When I learned how to moonwalk, nigga, I felt like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. It'll never be another Michael Jackson, bro. Kid you not, bro. You know what I'm saying? When them folks say generational, bro, it's literally generational, bro. Don't get me wrong, bro. It's a lot of talented people in the world. It's a lot of talented people in the grave. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of talented people that will never, ever, ever, ever get the spotlight. So, I really feel like he's a generational person. Like, the status that he reached, it will probably be over another 200, 300 years before. We probably be goddamn, the buildings will be flown in the air by then, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas will be literally up there with the birds. Like, by the time a nigga do that again, bro. I'm just being real, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
People like Chaplin, I mean, God.
You feel me? I literally seen that clip. I hate to keep out, but that's what I was referring to, you know? I seen that clip. Chaplin, whatever his name, he probably inspired him to a certain degree. But he ain't inspired that moonwalk. That moonwalk was just too... How do you even think of that, bro? Like, nigga, I'm finna walk backwards, nigga. Nigga walking backwards, boy, that shit.
Do not admire his genius. He was the king of pathos. I mean, he knew how to touch your heart, and he knew how to make you laugh and cry at the same time. He was the master of that.
Michael Jackson understood that regardless of the art form and the era they're working in, great artists are always just trying to convey the human spirit through their art. If you're at the cutting edge of your chosen art form, the creative genius is...
Me when it came out doing so... You feel me? Y'all would have laughed at it's just Michael Jackson, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Only he can get away with stuff like that, bro. Like, he was he-heing for real, bro. The nigga was really he-heing. Like, his dance move, every move he did had a he in it. He. Like, that nigga was really he-heing, bro. But I couldn't do that. Y'all would clown me for that, bro.
Of that time may not have come along yet, but you can still study the greats of the past because the spirit of their work is the same for all great artists. In fact, his love for these great artists was so strong that his autobiography is dedicated to the dancer Fred Astaire, and it opens with 2 quotes from Thomas Edison and John Lennon. All this is to say, good artists copy, great artists steal. This doesn't mean trying to take credit for someone else's work, but it means trying to take the spirit of that work that you love and to put it into your own work.
And reinvent it.
It's like taking the seeds of a beautiful flower and using that to plant something new.
With any type of creation, you create what's inside of you, subconsciously what influences you.
But how does this inspiration actually turn into something new?
How do you write a song? How do you write a song?
How do I write a song? Well...
Everything about Michael Jackson, from his songwriting to his dancing, was so original and so unique. But what links all of this together was his ability to create so fluently.
If I sat here and played some chords, whatever, and say, I'm going to write the best song I've ever written, nothing happens. Something in the heavens has to say, look, this is the time that this is going to be laid on you, and this is when I want you to have it.
You can't force an idea to come, but if you allow things to happen, you'll notice that ideas come along actually quite easily.
Well, the songwriting process is something that's very difficult to explain because it's very spiritual. As if it's been written in its entirety before you were born, and you're just really the source through which the songs come.
Bro, that is so true, bro. I think Michael Jackson was a genius, bro.
They just fall right into your lap in its entirety. You don't have to do much thinking about it.
The amazing thing about this is that often the best music is developed in this way. You might think that, sure, loads of ideas will come along, but it still takes lots of work to find the really good ones. But actually, the less thought that goes into it, often the better the result.
Now, I remember when I wrote Billie Jean, I was riding in my car down Ventura Boulevard. All I said to myself beforehand, I want to write a song with a great bass hook, you know, and I just let it go, really. And then several days later, you know, you know, the whole
Where did that come from?
From above.
And like the rest of us, for Michael Jackson, overthinking an idea often led to a worse creative result. Take, for example, the introduction of Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
Michael sent me a note. Could you please take off the violins in the introduction that has messed up my groove? You know what that line was? Diddle 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 diddle.
He said take it off?
Yeah.
And you said?
No way. That's one of the strongest parts of the introduction.
But this is understandable considering Michael Jackson was an absolute perfectionist. Many people throughout the years have...
No cap, I'm finna start I'm finna react to some Michael Jackson music video, bro. No cap. Like, I just gotta go down his lane, just, you know what I'm saying, just to remember, bro. Like, Michael Jackson, nigga, he.
Since given an account of what Michael Jackson was like to work within the studio, and they all come back with the same observation.
Oh, he was a perfectionist, absolute perfectionist. And because he was that way, and the same thing with Quincy Jones, when you work with him, you really want to give him your best. You want to do the best you can do for him because he's given you his best.
Last year, I was fortunate enough to interview Bill Schnee, who worked as a live engineer for Michael Jackson. Bill recorded a live show, and when Michael came back after to listen to the recording of the show, he insisted on recording his vocals again.
And when Michael got there, I put him in my chair and hit play, and the thing started, and he said, "Turn my vocal off, turn my vocal off." I stopped the tape and I said, "Michael, you really should listen to your vocals. I mean, they're really gorgeous.
Everybody loves Michael Jackson.
And he said, "No, I want to make everything perfect."
So where did this perfectionism come from? Well, it's something he learned from Berry Gordy, the founder of Motown during his early days with the Jackson 5.
Motown Records!
That's the way Motown did things in those days, because Berry insisted on perfection and attention to detail. I'll never forget his persistence. This was his genius. Then and later, I observed every moment of the sessions where Berry was present, and never forgot what I learned. To this day, I use the same principles.
I do believe deeply in perfection. I'm never satisfied. I'll cut a track or something. I come home and I say, "No, that's not right. We got to do it over. That's not right." And you just go back and back and back. And then it's finally out.
Bruh, nigga be saying Michael Jordan. That nigga finna say Michael Jordan. We ain't dunking on nobody, right? Nigga, they used to say Michael Jackson's voice was deep. I can't see it, bro. I can't see it, man.
Darn it, I should have done this. I should have did it. It's #1 on the chart. You're still screaming about what you should have done.
It may seem like this ambition for perfection will be enough to drive him crazy. But actually there's one final part to the puzzle. Perhaps the most important of all. Michael Jackson was more than a musician, more than an entertainer. He was an innovator.
Michael, look at this nigga, bro. Look! That nigga was look, bro. Just look at the pose, bro. That nigga was a goat. Michael, hey, come on, bro. Who take pictures on their toe, bro? And it actually be, bro, it's crispy though. It's clean. Like look at the shoes, bro. The shoes barely got a crease in it. Like he's literally, bro. Look at the pants, bro. Am I glazing, bro? This Michael, bro. This Michael Jackson, bro. The socks are pearly whites. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had a pearly white pair of socks in a long time. His socks is pearly white. You feel me? Shirt tucked in. Folks don't tuck the shirt. He even got the sleeves cuffed back. Niggas don't even do that no more, bro. Come on, man.
Michael Jackson was more than a musician, more than an entertainer. He was an innovator with so many different elements to his art. But he knew that just like the greats that he'd studied before, he'd also have to overcome adversity.
You know, you're not going to do it. You're not going to get anywhere. They laughed at the Wright brothers. They laughed at Thomas Edison. They laughed at Walt Disney.
And even after decades of great work, he was still striving for something even greater.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Let him know, Mike.
One of the things I love about studying great artists from the past is understanding that whatever we do in life, there is always an opportunity to do something great.
Persevere, believe in yourself, have confidence no matter what you do.
No matter what you do.
Even if you're sweeping floors or painting ceilings, do it better than anybody in the world, no matter what it is that you do.
Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, please take a moment to subscribe.
Hey man, great video. Great video, bro. Shout out to Michael Jackson, bro. R.I.P. to Michael Jackson. That nigga, bro, his career and his legacy, without a doubt, will forever. I just imagine, I literally imagine, when will his music not be played no more? Would it ever even be a thing? Like, bro, I think his music will be getting played 1,000 years from now. Because, like, think about it. The artists and stuff from the 1920s and 30s and stuff, I don't think people really listen to them no more. Now, you might catch artists and stuff sampling older music and they beats and stuff like that. Like, you know, for sure. But, like, the only song I can really think, I can think of, like, 2 people that I know from that time period. The boy Langston Hughes, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy Langston Hughes. Hey, that nigga was tough. And who made the song? Hold on, how did the go? Do-ba. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got this. Hey, I know that. I know that. That's about it. That's all I know though. You know what I'm saying? But those songs were hard. It was hard for its time, and it's still hard now. You feel me? That is considered timeless music. And Michael Jackson made a lot of timeless music, bro. But shout out to the boy Mike, you know what I'm saying? As I told y'all, Chris Brown is my GOAT, but I can't take away from Michael. Michael Jackson was the pioneer, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was the pioneer, bro. You feel me? You can't take it away from him, bro. But shout out to that boy. Shout out to y'all, man. Hee. You know what I'm saying? If you a hee, hit the like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hee, bro. This is me, boy Lil Keyy. And I'm out, bro. Peace.